welcome to the True Vibez Podcast with me, Tiddah, Stephen K, and B Nikki. Hey, that nigga there so say, bro, what you laughing for, dog? Like, damn.
My deuces.
So yeah,
I was laughing at deuces.
Oh, okay. But it's been a long time coming, and we got so much to, we got so much to, talk about, so much to discuss. We gonna do a little brief introduction. Like I don't really need it, but
oh, you him? You like that?
I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I figured, like, people don't think I'll be doing this, but I want to do it. I got a lot to say. I've been through stuff, and we're gonna be talking about everything. I get hit up a lot about what we gonna discuss, like the topics and what we gonna do and stuff like that.
The
so
people
like,
want to know.
because we ain't gonna miss nothing.
Yeah, just from love, sports, relationship, mental health, music,
definitely
anything.
And let's not forget that this is the month for mental health.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So,
it is.
We'll address that as well.
And it's about to be Nurses Week too.
Yeah.
It started Saturday.
Yeah.
They hit me up
May
already.
6th,
Yeah.
Oh,
they hit me up already.
The nurses?
Yeah,
They don't want to cash out?
Nah, it's something different every day. Like, how they got Teachers Week, like one day a flower.
No, they just be
they want something every day.
They don't talk about that.
Cut all that right there.
You talking about two different things. I think
Right. He was like, nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, Le Partner.
Le Partner trip.
Let's not forget it was also just Administrative Assistance Day last week.
Okay.
Week before last.
I didn't know about this.
Shouts out. Yeah,
That's me.
shouts
That's
out.
me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to that.
Definitely.
I'm Tiddah, born and raised, Baton Rouge, I got a twin, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know him. I call him Coco. Coco Roger. But that's Jelvin. So I ain't finna we gonna get into that. I ain't finna get into all that, but as we go on, we gonna get into that. Steven. Okay.
Yeah. I'm Stephen K, born and raised in Baton Rouge. I'm from Glen Oaks, but Sherwood had adopted me.
Oh, you got adopted now.
Sherwood had adopted me, so I'm kind of like both of them. Glen Oaks my real parents, but Sherwood like my step parent. They both raised me though.
Well, what happened? They left?
No, I had just moved.
You left them?
Something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, they had just gave me away for a little while till they got on their feet.
To the streets.
Days.
That's a tough question.
Like for the most part, but I really jumped off the porch and became who I am in Sherwood though. But Glen Oaks was.
That was the.
That's why I was raised there.
Okay.
I'm right there on phone.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there on Oakland Drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there in the heart of Silverleaf.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now you said we're gonna talk about
Mrs. B Nikki. Let her go. Mrs. B Nikki.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Nikki. I'm sorry.
It's B Nikki. For those of you who don't know, the Nikki is coming from the middle name Nicole. That's how we arrived there. I'm born and raised as well in Baton Rouge, Scotland. To the death of me. Shout out to the alumni. Mm-hmm. Just want to say. Yeah, also, shout out to the Dirty 30. I promise if I could do it all over again, I would.
Dirty 30.
Yeah. We were the best.
So definitely. For the people that don't know, though, explain that. What's that?
Dirty 30?
Yeah, what's that?
So, Dirty 30 was just this awesome ass cheer team at Scotlandville. And Dirty 30, the true Dirty 30 came alive my 9th grade year at Scotlandville. We were a competitive cheer team, and so that's kind of coming back for high school teams because we weren't just a little, we gonna say a little here. Like we were really raw, like with tumbling, flipping the stunts, everything. We building pyramid, yeah, definitely. So we went and competed in Galveston, Texas, and we won national champions in 2006.
And that's what it came about?
And, just that whole year, we was Dirty 30. And I honestly think it came from one of our teachers. Just kind of threw that dirty on there. But shit, we was with all that.
Everything on there was bad. I don't.
And I'm sorry, let's not forget, it was Dirty 30 because it was literally 30 of us.
Yeah.
It was 30, but we was on point.
Yeah.
Like on point. What?
Yeah. And never had nothing like it. Yeah.
On point.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I came in, shit. I'm like, I'm about to learn this backhand, so I ain't about to get left behind.
Yeah.
So it was like it pushed you to be the coaches that we had. Shout out to Miss Anderson, who is a sponsor. Coach Wesley, Coach Floyd, Coach Sean, like everybody that. And I'm sorry, Coach Shane.
Don't forget
look, everybody that had that initial part in making us who we were. Like, we were really a beast.
Yeah,
like, and some of us still are.
Right.
Yeah, we carried that out.
You trying to say you still like that?
Shit, yes.
All right.
Come on. Anybody that know me know I'm still like that. I still coach cheer to this day.
So the first episode, we gonna kind of take it light. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to.
What we getting into today?
So we got a couple topics, but the first topic on how to apologize in a relationship. You know,
a lot of people don't like that word.
Right?
No, I can't do that. No.
You don't like that word?
I feel like apologize.
I'm with you. I agree with you. I'm
saying they don't like that.
I'm not. Yeah, I apologize if I'm wrong.
I feel like it's a big difference.
That's what I was taught.
A difference in what?
Apologizing and saying you sorry.
What?
How?
Because I feel like, okay, so this is how I look at it. I feel like when you're sorry for something, it's because you really didn't mean it. Like you didn't mean it. It was kind of like unbeknownst, like it wasn't on purpose. Like, I'm sorry.
You just like, I'm sorry.
I just tripped out.
Are you sorry that this?
I got cut. I'm saying
no. Like, honestly, like when you unknowingly offend somebody when you just being you or some shit. Yeah. So now apologizing is taking ownership to some shit. Like, you know what? That's my bad. I apologize.
Yeah.
Like that's just how I look at.
I look at it like it's a maturity thing.
Yeah. Apologizing
sorry.
is
I said sorry all the time when I was coming up.
You owning up to your
and,
mistake.
You know what I'm saying? But I apologize truthfully. In my 30s.
I'm sorry, just a little weak to me, you know, like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't want that.
Yeah, it do just
buy me something. Like, y'all don't be wanting no apology.
No, I don't. No, not me. I'm not a materialistic person.
Oh,
never been.
Yeah.
Never been. That's just not how I was raised.
We was gonna keep it real on here though.
Man.
I thought we was keeping it real.
I promise you, I'm really not. Just because that's not how I was raised. I wasn't raised like, just getting anything I want, shit, having this, having that. When I grew up, I spent a lot of time with my dad, and my dad was from South Baton Rouge. Spent a lot of time with him. Shit, my sister was the one I always wanted Jordans and shit. Every time we went to my dad's house, you could take them off, put on grandma's slippers while we walked to Romanos right here. You ain't walking through the South with your Jordans on. Yeah, and I just didn't. So she hated going down there. He didn't have cable. He didn't have a car. I ain't give a fuck. I just wanted to be with my daddy. That was it.
So,
that was it. So I'm not that type of person at all.
I'm asking how to apologize. What's the... all right, you and your husband...
I just want the apology to come when you actually know what the fuck you apologizing for. Don't apologize because you feel like that's what I want to hear or that's what's right. Like, I want you to understand it.
But I'm apologize.
I'm just saying. No, don't do that because I don't even like stars.
Like, doing though, but you know what? The thing is though. The thing is like some dudes. They give too many apologies, like and you willfully
it become meaningless.
Apology,
right? That's the ones that's doing it because that's you know
you gotta do it because you gotta do it because
you can't just not do it. And just be like, I did that.
You can address it. No, you can address it. You can hit it with a what you right. I was wrong. You right. I was and you show action after that.
Like my apologies at one point in my relationship, they ain't mean shit. They were meaningless because it was kept happening over and over.
You just said it just to get by this.
Man, I just need to get through the room so I can take.
Right, like I'm sorry, bro.
Back. So I said because then.
Yeah. Right, so that's why I
say like that. But you know what I'm saying?
You bullshit though. You that's bullshit. You're a toxic ass nigga, man. That's no good.
I'm not toxic.
No, for you to do something, then apologize, bro. You play on people's feelings.
No, it's not that.
Not that you doing it, just that you apologizing for it.
I'm owning up to apology, but like I said, it don't. Sometimes that shit don't mean nothing. Like shit didn't mean nothing after a while.
You know they say like that.
And I hate that.
The best apology is change behavior.
Oh yeah, action.
Yeah.
So whenever you apologize, you gotta really like
put something behind it. You gotta put the extra footwork behind it.
Then you gotta actually say what you apologizing for.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know that I gotta know that you understanding the problem. Cause my thing is you could apologize and then you can go.
That bitch fucking with me, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, I want to beat the fuck out of that bitch.
You can.
Oh, see.
All right, man. All I saw in his face like.
Man, that bitch like, you come on with the lights, come on, like, man.
Shit, we out to play.
Yeah, fly fucking with the nigga.
All right.
Get that nigga on mic.
What
man.
we talking about? Man,
talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Man.
But no, for real. All right.
Sweating this bitch.
So look. All right, look.
All right.
Bam. Little second. All right, so when you putting meaning behind your apology, like you said, making that communicating that apology through, because at the end of the day, you can sit here and apologize or just bullshit, I'm sorry, and then turn around and do the same fucking thing the next day and you apologize again. So go ahead and knock that down at the time that it happened. I need you to know what you're apologizing for so we can get it understood that was a problem. So it can stop being a problem. You get what I'm saying? So if you apologizing, like if you slam the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll say my reaction is, well, damn. And your response is, I'm sorry, and you move on, right? Guess what? Tomorrow you slam that door again. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? And you like, well, I ain't mean to pull it that hard, but my problem with you slamming the door was like, I felt like you had an attitude with me. Like that part of it being addressed, not just that you strong as hell and pulling that bitch hard behind you or some shit.
Well, I feel like sometimes it takes time to be willing to accept the apology, because sometimes like when stuff first happen, you don't want to, you need time to.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I get it.
Before I really want to.
But I feel like
get down and address this, and
but it's still okay to go ahead and apologize and because at the end of the day, you might not get the response that you want in that moment, but best believe that apology was heard and it may be thought about after the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So because if you just don't say nothing, then in the moment I'm already pissed off. I'm already feeling stuff. So now you don't give a fuck.
Sometimes you don't know how to approach this.
And then it's like, you just standing on like, yeah, I did that, and I ain't saying nothing about it.
And it's like, oh, okay, and the shit just blow up. But if I'm sitting here mad because I'm the type of person, my emotions don't change just like this. So you could apologize, and I can know that you really didn't mean something. But if it aggravated me, like, give me a little second, give me a little minute. I can't just be like,
that's normal, that's normal.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have that apology in my head, and I'm gonna know when I calm down and I gather myself. I'm like, he right. He ain't really mean that, or whatever what I'm saying, whatever the case is. Like, yeah, you still gotta put that shit out there.
But then it's like, so what do you do whenever like that? Because everybody got pride. So what do you do like when your pride involved? Like you feel like your pride being disrespected.
Listen, I'll be having pride sometimes, but you really do.
How often are you really gonna swallow your pride and say, all right, look, yeah, I messed up. I was wrong.
Listen, if you care about the relationship, and that's whether it's a romantic relationship or whether it's a friendship, at the end of the day, sometimes you got to swallow pride and you got to take yourself and your feelings out of the situation just to protect and preserve the relationship.
So then what if you like apologize and they like, oh yeah, I know you was wrong.
Then they don't.
With that same energy.
Nah,
so
you just okay. Well, we ain't gonna do all that, and I don't. I don't want to be on that energy with you. But I'm just letting you know I do apologize. I acknowledge that I was wrong. I apologize. I'm let you do your thing, and you and we good. Yeah.
I like that. Okay. All right.
So, but hold up, look. Let me ask you.
I was ready to go to the next topic. Go ahead, because I know you finna. Well, go ahead.
I ain't about to agree. I'm about to come back to B Nikki. So look,
okay.
being that like this from a male perspective.
Okay.
It do always seem like we always end up on the giving end of apologies.
Yeah.
So look, just like
because women have a problem with being wrong. I'm not saying I get it. That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, just going through shit and going through years and shit like that with something listen, I know I get that. You really don't. But at the end of the day, like sometimes, it'll be like you get away with that shit knowing damn well in your head, you like, I fucked up some shit, but I'm gonna put it all on you. You know,
the reason why
that's just really the problem. Women have a problem. Women have a problem with being wrong. You want to be right all the time. Yeah. So, and we not always right. We not.
How do you combat that shit though? Like if she wrong,
as
you
a
know
man.
she wrong. Yeah. So as a man, like I know I ain't do nothing wrong, but you mad at me like I did something wrong.
So again,
how do I combat that?
Whether the situation gonna be bigger than your relationship or whether the relationship gonna be bigger than the situation. Ooh. I mean, it just depends on what it is. Are you gonna take that? Like if y'all arguing about, I told you to take the trash out. No, you didn't. But you know she didn't. You like, you right. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out now.
Just let it ride.
Or do you really want to just be sitting here beefed out, going hard behind? You know what I'm saying? Even though she might, not saying that she's right for doing that, but it's all about you and with your end to protect your peace. Listen, at the end of the day, in a relationship, you have to protect your peace, and she have to protect her peace. Absolutely. So if you know that she will disgruntle your peace over some petty shit, you know. Shit. Sometimes you just gotta be like, you right.
That shit's easier said than done.
Definitely, and it takes time. It takes time. It takes time.
My biggest battles by not saying nothing.
Right.
Like she'll hit me with some shit that'll get under my skin. Like,
right.
I'm gonna say some shit to make you wanna get a reaction.
Yeah.
And not 50-60% of the time I reacted. But that 40% or whatever, I didn't. I won the battle.
Right.
Because I didn't give you a reaction.
Right. But I don't like that.
Yeah, but then I go, and then guess what? That's when the apology come back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said this. I ain't mean it. You know what I'm saying?
So now you ain't got to worry about apologizing for nothing because you ain't feed into it.
But most times you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to react like that.
Right.
Because if somebody say...
Because you human.
I don't know. Whatever they say, they know how to get on your skin. I can't
tell you.
Like,
trigger point.
My girl, the only person that know how to just bring that out of you.
Right.
Like, you'll never see that side of me.
And get a little slight joy out of it.
Yeah. Like she know exactly what button to press, what to say. Like,
right.
Just like
I'm
that,
challenging you. Like if you like the times I did, it's a couple times I did. I said I ain't say nothing. I don't know what. I probably was prayed up and everything. Like,
huh, bro?
At that time, and then I just man, like, you know what?
Keep with me. That's all I ask of you.
I probably was.
Come on now.
I probably was prayed up at the time, and I just didn't.
You can be prayed up at any time.
You can though, but sometimes, like I said, it's like a trigger. Like somebody say something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. It's hard. Like you said, easier said than done.
You win the battle at the end.
It's just
well, it's. The battle probably.
That's just when you learn it.
That's just like Mayweather.
Just take what you can. You just got this.
When you learning a new skill, you learn a new skill. You got to practice, right? You get better at it by practicing.
Yep.
All right. So let me ask you this: like when you said that, you said sometimes you'll just be quiet. When you ain't do nothing wrong, you'll just be quiet when she coming at you crazy. So look, how do you deal with? And this for both of y'all. How do you deal with not getting that apology? Like when you ain't do something, and it's somebody you care about. This ain't just like no coworker where you like whatever. It's somebody you care about, whether it's like a mother, sister.
I feel like outside of that moment, you got to come back to it. Like let it die down, and then you got to come back to it. You got to address it and just let it be known that, listen, I know we done moved past this, but it's still bothering me, and I don't want to be sitting here reacting towards you a certain way because I'm still feeling some type of way about this situation. So I'd rather go ahead and get it out. So now that everything to calm down, we can sit here and have a conversation. Let's talk about this so we can. So you may have moved away from it, but I haven't. So just let me get my little piece out. Even I'm not saying we gotta harp on it or anything like that, but please let's address this, or just let me get it out and let you know how I feel, because I don't want us to be back in that position.
Absolutely. I like that.
And that's the same way you handle that situation. Like if you got wrong, then you ain't get no apology. You just
so my wrong, like I like.
Keep it real with me. Keep it G with me.
Keep it G. Like, I messed up from the start. Like before, like, and she'll tell you this too. Like my ex, like before, she found out about whatever thing. She couldn't see no wrong in me. Like dirty draws. Like
you was Superman.
Yeah, I was a Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I do believe. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I would have never, you know what I'm saying, did what I did, or we probably still be together.
Right.
What I was saying, I was still young. I was still, you know what I'm saying, figuring myself out. I didn't know who the real Kelvin was, you know what I'm saying, the Tiddah. I didn't know who I was, because every day I wake up, I was learning something new about myself, you know what I'm saying? So, but I felt like I was pressured in getting married at a, you know what I'm saying, at a 25. That's pretty young.
Definitely.
That's young, I think. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she already had, you know, my oldest daughter, and I was just like, at that time, I ain't see nobody but her. You know what I'm saying? But as I, you know, got older, a lot of that shit changed, and I just ain't know how to, you know, tell her, go about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you don't know how to go about a certain situation, you
just did what you felt.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, like, she was the type that, like, I don't put hands on females. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I don't condone that. I don't see, like, niggas who do that or whatever. That's not the case. But she was kind of stuck in her own ways. So if you lay around there and y'all having a disagreement about a bill or something like this, and she'll just, it's my way or the highway, and you would, like, typically you'll want to just take her around her neck and just kind of squeeze a little bit. But sometimes, just hit him up. But see, I didn't do that. Yeah, I don't, you know, I don't do that. So I just ride out. And, you know, in the process of riding out, I might entertain something. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's all right. No, I get say that it's all right. But, you know, when you
that's just how you handle it.
Yeah, you handle somebody, family member up, now they brothers, you got brothers and shit like that. Now you got to deal with that shit.
Man, that sound like it. That's like some bullshit. That's like an excuse. That's like an excuse to do what you really want to do. Like you just said, like that happened, and then you end up leaving. And you
I'm not saying
no.
Everybody's
different.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not. No. Yeah. See, you think I'm saying it like every time. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying like the times you did leave.
I never did that like that though. I just said no. I never did it like that. But I'm just saying the reasons we having a disagreement.
And that's how he's saying that's how he dealt with not getting an apology.
Make you get some understanding. But I dealt with it by leaving the house.
And that's how you dealt with not getting an apology when you knew she was wrong. That's what you did. That's how he handled it.
Shit like that's gonna help me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and you ain't trying to hear, but that's a dumbass. My counselor told me that's not an excuse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not an excuse. I got 3 or 4 of them. They all say the same thing. That's not. That's not
3 or 4 counselors.
Man, I'm a mental patient.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You just real with yourself.
No, I'm just but I, you know what I'm saying. I need counseling.
That's the point, though. That's
nothing's wrong with that.
In order for you to be there for whoever you end up with, your kids, your family, as a brother, uncle, cousin.
Absolutely.
You gotta take care of yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Because you got so many people who
deal with so much, keeping it bottled in.
Family depend on them for everything.
Yeah.
When they gone, they be, man, everybody else can't. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you're right.
You know, so I ain't making no excuse.
Right.
You know, and she probably say something different, like, you know, like that nigga just a, you know,
low down
scumbag ass nigga, but you know what I'm saying? But if she really like sit down and tell the truth, she's like, man, I've been a provider, and you know, I looked out for the family and shit like that, but I just was, you know, I was young, and you know,
made choices. You made decisions.
They are choices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just ain't want.
No, it wasn't the best. You probably didn't know better.
I told I was like, I didn't want to put hands on people because, you know, you got niggas, you know what I'm saying, who in a relationship and they beat the fuck out the woman. And I'm sorry to curse, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying they beat the fuck out of them. Like they, damn, and they got, you know
move
what I'm
on.
saying? Yeah, I'm
that's normal.
Right. I'm not that type because I know what comes behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you definitely, and I got kids,
right?
And I don't want them to think that's them. So you know, I leave the house. That was safer for me.
Yeah, and you know, to diffuse the situation.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying within, you know, leaving the house what I did was your
reason.
You know what I'm saying? That's just, but you know, I just, you know, it was a little
that was
deep.
your response to you know the other situation.